Okay, so we have one plant that was in the middle. I noticed it was getting pretty mature, and I moved it to the side, and it's getting a little of that amberness to it, so I figure instead of letting it go past, I just probably get it today. Got some nice pods. It's pretty swollen. I hate to come back and it'd be all soft in a day or two, so I'm going to probably take it down now. What I usually do is maybe take a few fan leaves off at this point, just so they don't, while it's drying, there's not too much plant material, hanging. It causes humidity and stuff like that while it's hanging. In Hawaii, you want to try to escape the humidity while it's drying. It's good to use a dehumidifier. I like to use one. Dehumidifier and air conditioner. Even drying it at the same levels, 55% humidity and in the 70s, 72 to 78 degrees. You don't want to dry a weed in the 80s. It's like baking the THC off the outside of it. The average outside temperatures in the 80s here. At least have a small air conditioner in the room where you're drying it, and fresh air. Air conditioner blows out dehumidified air, remember. So it blows out dry air. We could take a few of these leaves off here and there. You can probably see the buds a little better. Some people like taking a lot of leaves off. I've found that it seems to inhibit the actual swelling of the pods, and it seems like you get less swelling of the pods. I've noticed doing trial and error methods with that. There's a lot of theories about growing that need to be corrected. Remember the old days where they used to say, when you harvest it, go stuff the roots in boiling water and all the resin goes to the top. Well, yeah, who knows if that works? Who's going to bother doing that, you know what I mean? So we're just about ready to harvest this one. We'll take the sticks out. Maybe we can use them for another plant that's tipping over. Even though the plant is going to be cut, it's not instantly dead. The cells up here are still alive and they slowly fade away over a period of time. So I found that giving the thing the slowest, gentlest death is probably the best, because it doesn't compost while it's drying, it doesn't heat up, it doesn't have high humidity, all these things. So you want to just dry it slow and continuous, and for a long enough period of time. A long enough period of time is usually about a week. And when it's about half dry, this feels very heavy. So if I waited a few days, this might be feeling sort of light, because the resin flow will slow down after it hits about 50% amber trichomes, and then it'll start hollowing out from the middle. So a lot of people wait a little too long. You got to get it when it's ready, just like an ear of corn. If you don't get it when you want it for corn on the cob, it's going to be it's going to be hard and starchy or whatever, So you got to, just same with picking oranges and things like that. If you don't get them at the right time, So we have to start focusing on the right time of harvest, and that's going to help things in the long run. This one looks like, about 1.5 ounces or so. That's about average. So this will be dry in a week. Put it over here and hang it in the beginning. Around. come over here and hang it from the branch. And in about 4 days, I'll put it in a cardboard box when it's 2/3 of the way dry. And cardboard gives off the ripening hormone ethylene. That's why they put green bananas in those big, thick cardboard boxes. The boxes are actually giving off a ripening hormone called ethylene that goes over the bananas and turns them ripe. With this, you get a little more ripening and a little more resin flow. Even though the thing's now cut, it's not totally dead yet. So we want to have a nice, slow, gentle death and keep doing its thing as it dies and not be, subject to some harsh treatment at this point. And that really seems to make a difference too. Makes a nice medicine as well. And it makes people happy when they smoke it and they like it, or when they ingest it, they like it too.